Hi guys. Welcome back.
Welcome back to our podcast.
Welcome back to another episode. I'm your co-host Kaitlyn Wagner.
And I'm your co-host Ayla Nenad.
And we are
Same But Different. Welcome to our first ever video version of our podcast.
Yes, if you're on the YouTube version, welcome.
Hey.
I hope you guys are enjoying this. So far, we can't wait to do this. And today's episode, we're going to be doing more of like a Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
We posted a poll on our Instagram for you guys to ask us any questions you want, any like pieces of advice you want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So we made little bullets of like things that we're just going to hit on. We're just going to go down the list and
Yeah. We kind of just want you guys to get to know us a little bit more instead of just hearing us. You can also see us and like, I don't know, just kind of see how we act and like our friendship through the video camera instead of just through the audio.
Yeah, and like our last episodes have been kind of just like more serious like serious topics. And this one we just want to have fun.
We're hanging loose.
Let's go. We're just gonna hit some fun things, like fun topics we're gonna talk about, and just enjoy this time. And we hope you guys do too.
Yeah,
because that's what we're here for.
Yeah, we literally just want to be your guys' best friend. Like at the end of the day, something to just watch and take your guys' mind off your own life and just hang out with us. So
a little comfort podcast.
Yeah. So to get started, we kind of want to start this off with explaining like who we are and what makes us who we are. So Kate, take the lead.
All right. Well, as you guys may know, my name is Kaitlyn Wagner.
Really?
Yeah, my name is Kaitlyn Wagner. I'm 20 years old. I attend college. I'm a technically junior, kind of senior, because I graduate in this upcoming fall, so December. But yeah, I am an exercise science major. I really want to go into PT school and become a physical therapist. And just like eventually own my own practice, like just fun things. I just can't wait to do life, but I don't know where life's gonna take me. That's just my goal. My hobbies, I love working out, I love running, I love hanging out with friends, my family. I just like hiking. I like hiking. I like being outside. I'm just here for a good time.
A little outdoorsman, aren't you?
A little outdoorsman. Camping.
I love that.
I love camping.
Big.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we grew up camping a lot.
We did. We really did.
A lot.
But yeah, go into yourself. Who are you?
Okay. As you may know, my name is Ayla Nenad. I'm 20 years old. I also attend Grand Canyon University. Kate and I have gone to all the same schools for the most part, so well, same but different action there.
Same but different.
I'm 20 years old, yes, and I'll go through all the majors that I've done. So we both started as nursing majors.
Oh yeah.
And then we both switched to exercise science.
Yep.
Kate is currently still in that one, and then I'm now a business administration major. I still have a love for exercise and the science behind it and all that stuff, but I wanted to take more of a business approach on like sports and like athletes and all that type of stuff. So I want to learn the business side of that while also getting my certification to be a personal trainer on the side.
Yeah.
So my main goal is to work with a major league sports team, whether that's baseball, football, basketball, any other like teams out there that I obviously start with like an internship or something. But yeah, those are the goals. Just kind of put myself out there. I'm really like athletic. I like to work out in the gym. I like to dance. I like to hike, being outdoors like we just said, and hang out with friends, doing like little things like little coffee shop dates. Like Kate and I, we did that this morning with one of our friends too, and it was really nice.
So much fun.
It was really fun. We reconnected with someone from high school, and it was just a really like wholesome experience.
Yeah,
so
but yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, that's a little bit about me, and now we're gonna jump into our second question, which we kind of just touched on our hobbies, but we're gonna just go down to our future goals.
So yeah, obviously I just said like future goals, career wise, I want to be like a physical therapist, but life wise, I just really want to just stay consistent with things like this podcast. That was one of our biggest goals.
I honestly think that this will take us through like, we'll do our podcast forever.
Yeah, this is like a lifetime thing.
So get ready for the years to come, y'all. You're invited.
Hey, future Kaitlyn.
Hey, future Ayla.
But yeah, this has always been one of my goals. I just love talking. Like as a kid, me and Ayla used to have a YouTube channel named The Tumbling Too.
Oh no. Please do not look up the videos. I don't even know if
they're all deleted.
Oh, because I asked.
Ayla, we had 1,000 views on one. It was kind of like this. We kind of had like a little podcast. It was a best friend tag.
Oh yeah. Was it? I thought it was a whisper challenge.
No, it was a best friend tag. We were like downstairs in that room on the couch.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
Little backstory. So Kaitlyn and I shared the YouTube account.
Yeah.
And in the history there was like weird workout videos. So I was gonna ask her what it was, but I wanted to like screenshot it without our video in it. But obviously like we're fans of ourselves, so we had the video of ours watched in the history. So I deleted it from the history, but apparently I deleted it from the account.
Yeah, and it was our best
And
video.
Kaitlyn was really upset with me.
I was like, no way.
She was like, you deleted the video. We had 1,000 views. And I was like, I'm sorry, but who is watching like hot yoga with goats in it? Like,
Probably
I don't know.
me. I've always loved
or
exercise.
like Evan, like might have had her little brother might have had like the iPad mini or something.
But yeah, so this has always been a future goal. And then obviously just staying consistent with like the gym and like eating, everything like that. I just love bettering myself.
I'm the same way. I have a lot of like gym goals this year. For like future goals, like I just said, I want to work with a major league sports team, whether that's in social media, athletic training, literally anything with that. Just like I want to be in like the entertainment field. I also really love the gym and everything that comes with it, like nutrition, macros, all that stuff. So I want to stay consistent. Right now I'm maintaining / slowly cutting for summer, so I really want to keep up with that and like really stick to the cut, because I just want to see how far I can like what I can do. I don't know, like the goal is to get abs for summer, because I like I don't know, I just want to be toned and healthy, but I also want to not be so hard on myself for like in the future. I'm talking to my future self right now. I just don't want to be so hard on myself to the point where I burn myself out of the goals that I wanted to get. Like I don't want to be so hard on myself about working or getting this job, this internship, this and this and this, and then I get burnt out and not want to do it anymore, because I want to keep the passion for everything.
That's why it's so important to not set literally 10 goals for yourself. Literally set like 1 or 2 goals that you really want and follow through with those. Like you don't want to have 10 and then you fail one. You're like, well, I already failed one, so like what's the point of keep going? Like just set 1 or 2 and then that's how you can succeed.
It's also really good for us because we both have the mindset of like if we're setting a goal, it'll be obtained, because we're not going to be like, oh, I failed once, I won't do it, because you can fail. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
You're fine.
Just pick yourself up.
Try
just
again.
Don't fail again tomorrow.
Yeah. And if you do, that's okay.
That's okay.
Try again.
Just
keep trying. Keep trying until you literally are like, okay, this is not working personally for me, and make the adjustment.
Exactly.
But
that kind of leads into our next one, which is, what is your proudest moment? And I'd say, because I used to have all these goals for myself, and like I look back now and like I accomplished so many goals.
Good shit.
Nice. All right. That was our handshake.
Yeah. If you're watching
the YouTube video. But I think a proudest moment is just literally looking back on how I used to be, how I used to think. And it's not like a pinpoint moment, but it's like a realization, a proudest realization.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
But it's just so cool to look back on all my accomplishments.
Yeah.
And
I'm the same way. And we both have been doing extracurriculars from basically like the time we were born until our freshman year of college. We still did it. And then that's when we kind of took our little break and like finally got into like school really hard, and then like working really hard, because life kind of hit us a little bit hard, and we're like, we really need to work for what we want, got those bills to pay. But I think I don't really have a proudest moment either. It's also like a proud like realization, and it's more of like the moment where I realize like that I don't need other people to be proud of me to feel like I'm accomplishing something. That's the biggest thing. Like I used to be like, oh, like I hope my mom's like, oh yeah, I'm so proud of you, which like they would say that and stuff, but it's more like the realization where I stopped needing other people's like appreciation and acceptance of like I'm doing something good to like know that I'm actually doing something good. So like now looking back, I don't know, I feel like mostly in college is where I made most of my growth as like a person and growing into like an adult, and I would say like college-ish is like my proudest moment.
I would say so too, like from freshman year to now. Just how much we've learned. It's insane difference. But our next question is, what's your soundtrack? We were talking about this earlier, because me and Ayla each have these songs that we always sing like when there's like silence. And what's yours? Tell them.
I'll sing it for you guys. Right?
Yeah.
I went sky diving.
Yes,
that's my soundtrack that I literally sing when like it's not like awkward silence, but it's just quiet, and I'm like, all right, I want to sing. Like let's go ham.
Let me let it out.
But you guys are not ready for Kaitlyn.
Yeah. Okay, this is just so random. I don't know why it always comes in my head, but anytime
sing it for them,
I'm like, oh, say it.
I love it.
Yeah, for some reason I just like to sing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah,
nothing
especially
wrong.
in the bathroom.
I don't know why it's like a comfort song. But our soundtrack, so like something that fits my life and personality, I would say would be like Dirty Bit or I've Got a Feeling.
What is Dirty Bit about? Do you even know? Or you just like it
It's
because
just
it's like
the
inside
vibe.
joke?
It's like Dirty Bit. Dun, 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 dun. It's so fun to listen to and dance to.
I could see that. Wait, what was your other one? Sorry.
I've got a feeling. That song just is so like
You're just like a Black Eyed
happy.
Peas
Like
girl.
I've got a feeling. Ooh. Like, oh wow, we are not good singers.
Guys, I'm sorry for that. Like,
Sorry.
you're like
Piercing.
yeah.
It's fine.
Deal with it.
No.
Sorry. I'm kidding.
But
No,
yeah.
I feel like those are pretty good for you.
Yeah.
I feel like mine, for like an actual soundtrack of something that like really resonates with me and stuff, I feel like currently it's Outlook by Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
Like your outlook on life and like the things that you should cherish and stuff. But old school Hannah Montana,
Mhm.
Always Remember You, Party in the USA. I'm a big
She's a big Hannah Montana
fan,
girl.
yeah. Oh my god, that show was my shit
Through
as a
and
kid.
through.
I
Yeah.
loved that. I loved it so much.
But yeah.
Those are our little soundtracks. And also, I want to know your guys's because I'm really curious.
Yes.
What's your like soundtrack to your life that like actually you resonate with, and what's the song that is stuck in your head that you just sing out of nowhere?
the one that always just pops up
Yeah.
and you start singing? Comment. We'll have a little question at the
Yeah.
bottom of this.
And
so
also
go
like
type it out.
like we said earlier, this is also a video version on YouTube,
yes.
so you can comment it on
Comment
YouTube
down
but
below.
we'll have this all like linked on our
Yeah.
socials and stuff. But our next one is actually kind of a little deeper question. What did you think adulthood was like when you were a kid?
Yeah, so as a kid, I would look at adults and be like, wow, like you have to work a 9 to 5, like you have to have a kid, like kids and a family, and
Mhm.
you have to be so financially stable and like do all these like things. You can't really have fun.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. Now I'm just like, wow, that's not what adulthood is
Now
like.
that we're actually adults, it's like
Yeah.
reality check.
Like, what did you think of it as a kid? Same thing?
As a kid, I was always like, oh, like like the stereotype. You
Yeah.
grow up, you have a family of
Mhm.
kids, you have a 9 to 5, and you come home, you make dinner, you go to bed. Like
Yeah.
you read starts.
That's
But
what
like
I thought.
I had that like realization as a kid that like some families aren't perfect. Like it might
Yeah.
not grow up to be that way, but I want that as like my future
Mhm.
thing. But now that I'm an adult, I always thought that like 20 was so old and that I would
Yeah.
be like married like already and like all this stuff. But 20 is so young.
20
like,
is so
yes,
young.
we're in our adulthood and we're learning so much about it already, but like it is nothing like I thought it would be. Like I don't like the 9 to 5 simulation type life.
No.
Yes, I want a family. Yes, I want kids, but I feel like adulthood is more like maturing. It's not like you need to have money, you need to do this, you need to have a car. It's like once you're like maturing in your brain, then your adult life kind of starts. Then you have
Yeah.
to make your actual rational decisions, and like it's not all just money and family type thing.
And once again, I know we've said it before, but it's how you view it. Like if you
Yeah.
view adulthood like, oh, 9 to 5, then that's what you're having.
Your outlook.
Have fun. Yeah, it's your outlook. But if you view it as like freedom, then you will create freedom for yourself, and you will be
Mhm.
financially stable and have a good family and happy and travel, whatever you want.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Yeah.
And what
Just
you
have to work for
want,
it.
you work for it. Exactly. Oh my
Mhm.
God, you read my mind.
Same but different.
Literally. But like something that like I can't stress enough is like if you want something and you're not working for it, I'm sorry, you're not getting
Mhm.
it. You're not getting it. You cannot expect things nowadays to be handed to you,
Yeah.
especially like in this day and age. If you're not working for something, someone else is going to work for it and get it right
Exactly.
before you. And you're going to watch them and be like, oh, damn, I wish I had that. Well, then
Mhm.
work for it.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Like, you can't be lazy and just be like, it'll come to me. I'll
Yeah.
get my dreams. No.
no, you're
Take your dreams and make them a reality.
Yeah. You are literally your own competition.
Yeah.
You're the only
Oh.
one that you're fighting.
I like
Yeah.
that. Good job. That was a good one. Oh my
But
gosh.
kind of leads into our next question.
Yeah.
How do you know when you've made it? This one's deep
That's
because
deep.
there's a lot of things that
I don't think that made it necessarily is like a pinpoint moment. I
Yeah.
think it's like your core memories that you have in life that like I don't know, like you remember the little things so deeply and you're like, I want to cherish
Yeah.
this moment forever. That's like I made it moment, not like a all right, I got my
Yeah.
fattest check, I made it, because I think in life there's always something better. There's always something better you can obtain and work for.
mm-hmm.
Like I said, work for it. You're not getting
Exactly.
it. But there's always something like bigger that you can get, whether that's like literally, metaphorically, physically, like whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like when I think that I'll make it, I don't. You were saying something about TikTok earlier today.
Mhm.
What was that?
Oh yeah,
Explain
I
that.
was saying because there's those TikToks that's like, you know, you've made it when you're sitting on the couch with your husband or wife or whatever, and
the cookies.
yeah, and like you've just set out all the cookies for the kids, or no, all the presents for the kids, and
Oh,
you take the bite out of the cookie,
Mm-hmm.
and like you're just sitting there and like you're smiling and like you have a glass of wine or whatever, and it's just like one of those like cool moments. But that's like a pinpoint moment. Like that's like something where I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, like look at us, we've always
Yeah.
talked about this. But then I think also, you know, you've made it like mentally, when like you're just so proud of like who you are, and like you go
Oh,
every
yeah.
like day by day being like, I'm so proud of like where I'm at. Like that's how you
Mhm.
know you've made it.
And also, I think a big thing about that is like being proud of where you are, whether it's a good or bad moment.
Yeah,
So if you're like really down, you can still be proud of the person you are because you know you're going to grow out of it and you know you're going to
Exactly.
get better. It's just like a tough turning point you have in your life that you're like, all right, this sucks, but I will get better. I'll get out of it. And that's like a life-changing, eye-opening type experience. And also
Yes.
what we were talking about like a second ago about like our dreams becoming reality type of thing. I think that an I made it moment is when something that you had a goal of or a dream of happens or you accomplished it. So that's like a I made it.
like
type
when you
thing.
can look back on it and really see that change.
Yeah, or
It's
like
oh my
see
gosh,
like the progression, like
Yeah.
with our podcast, like this isn't really to just be like, okay, we're making a podcast,
Yeah.
like how fun. It's like we want to watch our growth as people as well as helping other people grow with us. And like that's something so huge that like we can look back on and be like, that's an I made it moment.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Like even right now, like we're in a studio.
know.
We started with
This
little
is a
baby
we've made
mics.
it moment.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about this for a year now.
Yeah, for real. I love it.
But also a you made it moment is when you are so confident within yourself, within like your future, within the people around you. Like you're so confident in every aspect of your life.
Yeah.
And that leads into our next, our final bullet point,
Our
which is
final one.
how did you become confident, and how does that like play into your life?
I feel like confidence plays into my life a lot more than it used to. So confidence, I feel, is something you grow into. You weren't just born. I mean, I can't speak for everyone. Sometimes
Maybe you were.
maybe you're born and like I'm a rock star, baby.
Like,
I
all
don't
right,
know.
go off.
Yeah, go crazy. But I feel like confidence definitely comes with like vulnerability. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable is like the only way you will grow into a confident person. And once you get over the mind block of like, I don't want to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
I can't cry. That'll make me weak.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you weak.
It doesn't.
You're a strong person, and if anything, being vulnerable, whether it's alone or with people, you can be vulnerable alone and it doesn't make you a weak person. Like it shows the strength that you have to open up and really like dive deeper into who you are and what you want to be. That grows your confidence from there.
I stand so strong on that, because if you do not open up to yourself or people, then how are you gonna expect to grow?
Yeah.
Like how do you expect to like change your mindset? Like I mean, you can change your mindset like slowly but surely by like lifting weights and like things like that and like becoming more confident. But like on a deeper level, you need to be vulnerable to become more confident.
And like what she was saying, like if you're not vulnerable with yourself, how are you going to expect other people to see it in you?
Yeah.
Type of thing. Like not that like other people need to see you as like a vulnerable person who like they can like walk all over, but to show that you are human, you have emotions, and you're not perfect, because nobody is perfect. I don't care if you think that your favorite influencer is like a god or whatever.
They're not.
They're human too, and they make mistakes. You make mistakes. We're all living the same life, just in different ways.
I think it's exactly. We're all living the same life. That was a good. That she said that good. But
my little hype man.
Yeah. All right. Go crazy. But it's like accepting your failures and your mistakes, because we've all failed. We've all had mistakes. Like we all do it. We all are in this for the first time. This thing called life. We're all doing it for the first time. And you just have to accept those mistakes and failures and take them as a learning lesson.
Yeah.
And from learning that, you become confident.
And we've also, like she said, we've all been there. So don't take it as like a, I'll never be confident. Like, how did these people get there? They weren't confident. I guarantee you they had moments where they're like, oh my God, like, I hope this person doesn't think this. Like everybody, even like your parents nowadays, even like us. Yes, like we are confident people and we know what we stand for. We know what we want and we know who we want around us.
Yeah.
But there is those moments where like sometimes we can get in our head and be like, oh shoot, like that's kind of nerve wracking. Like, I don't know.
We've all had those days.
Yeah. And we still can. Yeah. Like we're human.
See?
Like I just said, like this whole podcast is to like emphasize that we are humans too. And like another thing with like confidence is social media is very skewed. Everything is fake. I'm telling you right now, everything is pretty much fake on social media. You can portray like a life that you don't have to other people, and they will believe it because that's what they see on their screen.
Exactly.
So like this whole point of our podcast is to show you the real raw footage of who we are. Yeah, you may follow us on social media. You may hear about us from a friend. You may know our name, but like you don't know us as people.
Yeah.
So like we just want to show that too. I know that kind of like strayed away from the confidence playing a role in our life, but like we're confident with the podcast and who we are, and that's like something we're not afraid to show.
And also that's still something I'm like trying to work on, is like, especially with my social media, like TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
Like I know I posted like days in my life where it's like a really good day, but I don't post the bad days. But I'm trying to work on that more to show people that like today wasn't a good day. Yeah. Like I've had not good days. And like I don't want everyone to think that we've had like this perfect life, because we don't. And that's still like a vulnerable part of me that I'm trying to pull out. Yeah. So that I could keep growing.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, because we all have those days. But like I don't know. Sometimes we just post like the good things because like those are what people like see and like the most.
Yeah. And sometimes I focus on that too, where I'm like, well, what's the best content I can put out where people will like it? But really people like seeing the side of you that's human. That's normal.
And that's what we want this podcast to be like too, is like we just want to sit here and be ourselves and talk about literally everything. Yeah. And
like we're gonna get down to the nitty-gritty soon. Y'all just wait for it.
But yeah,
I'm really excited for us to start doing these video versions too, because I feel like once you like see how we like talk to each other, how we act, like you will know that like we're not just putting on an act for the podcast to be like, hey guys, welcome to our podcast. We just want to talk about blah blah blah. Like no, we don't have a script. No. Like if you're watching the video version, my iPad is literally just the questions.
Yeah, we literally just have like bullet points.
So we have our iPads like on our desk, but that's just so we can read off the questions. Yeah. But we never have like a script where we're like, okay, Caitlin, like we have to say this. I know. Like, we have to do this. Like we just kind of do. We're just like yapping. Yeah. We're really just yapping.
We do whatever. This is live raw footage, not live, but like you get what I mean.
Like this whole video is not cut. Nothing. We just leave it in. If we mess up, you know what? We're human. Again,
we're human. We mess up. But this is our first time, but
this is like just a little episode for you guys to get to know us, and I honestly like really enjoyed this.
This
like,
was a fun one.
Good job.
I know we killed it.
But yeah, so I hope you guys loved watching and listening to our podcast. Make sure to check out the video version on YouTube if you want to sit and chat with us a little bit. And so and
don't forget that we post every Friday, so make sure to tune in next Friday. Either YouTube, we have it on Apple Podcasts now, and then Spotify and YouTube now.
So we have multiple platforms, and we're working on getting it to like the other ones as well. But again, we're new at this. We're taking it day by day, trying to figure out all the works. And we're just excited for you guys to come along this journey and to grow with us, and us to grow together as people, and like our friendship too, because that's really important.
So. And we enjoy hanging out with you guys. We hope you enjoy it too.
And it's a fun little thing for us to do, to hang out.
Yeah, I know it's fun.
Even though we're always hanging out, but it's a little different, you know.
It's different. Different.
But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next Friday for our weekly videos.
Yep. We can't wait to see you guys soon.
Awesome.
Bye, guys. See you next time. Bye.